Welcome to the Riskwiser Zone, the podcast where we dive into the world of stocks and finance to help you make informed decisions about your investments. I'm your host, Louie, and we're glad you're joining us today. As we begin this episode, let's take a look at what's been happening in the market lately. We've seen a rebound since the March lows, but there are still many uncertainties out there, particularly with global markets. Our guest expert, Chakri Lokapriya, recently shared his insights on the current market construct and where he sees opportunities for growth. According to Chakri, financials and industrials are two areas that could see tailwinds with an RBI rate cut and an eventual uptick in corporate earnings. He's overweight on these sectors, specifically mentioning PSU banks and some private banks, as well as FCC companies within the industrial space. We also discussed the pharma sector, which has been a wait-and-watch area due to U.S. tariffs. However, Chakri believes that even with a 10% tariff, Indian pharma companies are largely positioned to absorb the impact, and companies like Sun Pharma, Cipla, and Lupin could see 15-20% upside. In other news, the defense pack has seen renewed interest due to geopolitical tensions, with companies like Bharat Electronics, Hindustan Aeronautics, and Mazagon Dock looking good. And in the railways space, companies like Titagar Wagons and Jupiter Wagons could benefit from increased scrutiny and border controls. Now, we know that every investment decision comes with its own set of risks, and it's essential to do your own research and consider multiple perspectives before making any moves. We'll continue to explore these topics and more in future episodes, so be sure to tune in for balanced and unbiased insights from the world of finance. We'll be right back with more from the world of stocks and finance on the Riskwiser Zone. Welcome back to the Riskwiser Zone. We're halfway through our show today, and we've got a fascinating segment lined up for you. As we continue to navigate the complexities of global politics, we turn our attention to the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. Recent reports suggest that U.S. President Donald Trump has acknowledged to European leaders that Russian President Vladimir Putin is not ready to end his war on Ukraine because he believes he is winning. This revelation comes after a phone call between Trump and Putin on Monday, where Trump reportedly told European officials that they would need to find a solution to the war themselves. Now, it's essential to note that this development marks a significant departure from Trump's previous stance, where he had expressed optimism about Putin's willingness to negotiate a peaceful resolution. The Wall Street Journal cites three sources familiar with the conversation, stating that Trump's acknowledgement of Putin's intentions has raised concerns among European leaders about the effectiveness of diplomatic efforts to end the conflict. Meanwhile, experts warn that Putin may be using the peace talks as a delaying tactic, rather than a genuine attempt to find a resolution. The Russian delegation's demands during recent negotiations in Istanbul, including the surrender of 4 Ukrainian regions, have been met with skepticism by Kyiv and its allies. As we analyze this situation, it's crucial to consider the perspectives of all parties involved. The Vatican is set to host the next round of Russia-Ukraine peace talks in mid-June, with Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Special Envoy Keith Kellogg attending on behalf of the U.S. However, Trump's non-committal stance on the U.S. role in the talks has raised questions about the administration's commitment to finding a peaceful solution. We must also acknowledge the human cost of this conflict, which has resulted in thousands of deaths and displaced countless civilians. As the international community continues to grapple with the complexities of this crisis, it's essential to prioritize diplomatic efforts that promote dialogue, understanding, and a peaceful resolution. As we move forward, it's crucial to remain informed and engaged on this critical issue. We'll continue to monitor developments in Ukraine and provide you with balanced analysis and insights. Stay tuned for our final story of the day, right here on the Riskwiser Zone. Welcome back to the Riskwiser Zone. We've had a fantastic discussion so far, covering various aspects of risk management and investment strategies. As we wrap up today's episode, I'd like to bring to your attention some recent developments in the world of renewable energy and corporate governance. We've been following the story of Evergreen Infrastructure Corp., a Canadian company that's making waves in the renewable natural gas sector. The company has recently undergone a significant change in management, with a new team taking the helm and a substantial investment from Ask America. This move has resulted in Ask America becoming a major shareholder, holding approximately 37% of the issued and outstanding common shares. Now, it's essential to note that this change in ownership and leadership can have both positive and negative implications for the company and its stakeholders. On one hand, the influx of new capital and expertise could potentially drive growth and expansion for Evergreen. On the other hand, the shift in control and direction may also lead to changes in the company's strategic priorities and risk profile. As investors, it's crucial to stay informed about these developments and assess how they might impact your portfolio. We recommend keeping a close eye on Evergreen's progress and evaluating the potential risks and opportunities associated with this new chapter in the company's history. In conclusion, the world of investing is constantly evolving, and it's our responsibility as risk-aware individuals to stay up to date on market trends and developments. By doing so, we can make more informed decisions and navigate the complexities of the investment landscape with confidence. That's all for today's Riskwiser Zone. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, invest with caution.